Lagos State government donates 20,000 bags of oúnjẹ èkó to religious organizations groups. House of Representatives Speaker withdraws counter-subversion bill, others amid widespread public concern. On the foreign scene, Russia reintroduces ban on petrol exportation, and in sports, Irish government approves a national cricket stadium. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. As part of efforts to cushion the effect of the economic hardship in the country, the Lagos State government has donated 20,000 bags of oúnjẹ èkó to religious organizations and groups across the state. Speaking during the distribution at the Adeyemi Bureau Auditorium, Alausa Ikeja, Special Advisor to the Governor on Religion, Islam, Abdullahi Jibe, noted that the bags containing 10 kilograms of rice, 5 kilograms of beans, and 5 kilograms of gari is being extended to the religious groups in the 5 divisions of the state in Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, Lagos Island, and Ekpe. In the same vein, Special Advisor to the Governor on Religion, Christian Adebukola Adeleke, said the distribution of 10,000 bags of the oúnjẹ èkó has started to Christian organizations and groups across the 20 local government and 37 local council development areas of the state. On his part, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Home Affairs, Adewumi Ogunsoya, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu for the intervention program to support the less privileged in the state. According to him, the state has carefully taken the details of the would-be beneficiaries to ensure the palliatives get to the right people. Lagos Waste Management Authority Loma has called on private organizations and residents to adopt streets and communities as part of their corporate social responsibility (CSR) to enhance environmental cleanliness across Lagos State. Managing Director CEO of Loma, Muyiwa Gbadigeshin, emphasized the importance of community involvement in maintaining sanitation, urging businesses and individuals to play a more active role in the cleanliness of their immediate environments. The Loma boss said that the authority is moving on with the Adopt a Bin program aimed at encouraging households to containerize their waste effectively. Gbadigeshin reaffirmed Loma's commitment to improving the welfare of street sweepers, adding that the agency is implementing health insurance and skill development programs for its sweepers. The Ministry of Establishment and Training has organized a specialized training program for planning, research, and statistics officers in the state public service in a bid to upskill officers with the necessary tools to optimize resource allocation for impactful planning and statistical activities. Speaking during a one-day training program with the theme Effective Budgeting and Budgetary Control for Planning, Research, and Statistics Officers, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Establishment and Training, Olubusola Abidakun, said the training was designed to build competent and efficient officers to improve the quality of research, planning, and policy formulation in the state civil service. Abidakun also said the training was designed specifically to ensure that participants apply what they will learn at the training to their daily work. To ensure that the girl child unlocks potential and ignites change in the world, parents, guardians, government and civil societies must break the boundaries of hopelessness which results in mental health related issues, self-defeatism, which stems from negative experiences in their environment, poverty of ideas, physical and sexual-based violence, among others. Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Achievers University, Owo, Oyesoji Aremu, gave the submission in his keynote address at the opening ceremony of the 105th Fifth Anniversary celebration of the Nigerian Girls Guide Association, NGGA, with the theme, A Century and Beyond, Unlocking Potential and Igniting Change. Aremu charged the association to use the occasion of the 105th anniversary celebration to spotlight and proffer solutions to the plight and challenges of the 21st century female gender, especially in the African continent.
The Guide Association on 105th anniversary of its existence should raise proudly guests who will take the world by storm and dare to make a difference. On this, your association needs to do more. And in true to your mission, which says in part that we invite all members to make their promise to be true to themselves and develop their own beliefs, should be a statement of action.
In her opening remarks, President of NGGA, Abimbola Fashola, noted that in the last 105 years, young women have found their voices and purpose through the association, and it will continue to nurture, mentor, and inspire the girl child for a world of boundless opportunities driven by unity, empowerment, and change.
We have remained steadfast in our mission, empowering our youth to reach their fullest potential. As we honor this remarkable achievement, let us also look forward to the future with hope and determination. May the next 105 years be filled with continued growth, innovation, service of our community. Congratulations on this incredible journey. Here's to many more years of inspiring and shaping the leaders of today and future leaders.
Earlier, Chief Commissioner of NGGA, Rhoda Thomas, said the association has initiated programs such as Free Being Me, Action and Body Confidence, Stop the Violence, Menstrual Hygiene Management, Her World, Her Voice, Plant and Nurture, Plastic Tide Turners, among others, for the girls to become change makers.
It is through this training that we can ignite the change, and by going to schools, and we are not even staying in schools alone. We go to communities, to churches and to mosques to train the girls. And when you catch them, when they were showing the documentary, you have the brownies, you have the guides, the rangers, all the different categories of guiding. So when we meet them and have those trainings, we are igniting the change. We can influence them, and by influencing them, they will influence the larger society.
On their parts, members ranging from brownies, guides, rangers, young leaders, adult leaders, and trefoil guides expressed their appreciation to the association for the virtues and values instilled in them at various stages of their lives. And now to the rest of the stories. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has withdrawn the counter-subversion bill and other related draft legislation following widespread public concern. The decision, announced in a press statement issued by the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the Speaker, Musa Krishi, was said to have come after extensive consultations with various stakeholders and a careful assessment of the nation's current circumstances. The counter-subversion bill, which was introduced on July 23, 2024, sparked public debate and raised concerns about its potential impact on civil liberties. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is advocating for the creation of a special court to try cases of crude oil theft. Director of Investigation of the Commission, Abdul Karim Chukol, made this known during the investigative hearing of the House of Representatives Special Committee on Crude Oil Theft in Abuja. Chukol said over 400 cases were charged to court in 2019, with 200 others prosecuted in 2022. He said he believes that a special court and amendment of the legal framework of the agency will help EFCC in addressing crude oil theft. It will be recalled that in June, Group Chief Executive Officer of the NNPC Limited, Melekiari, while calling for the support of the judiciary in tackling the twin challenges of crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism, also recommended special courts to be created for the offence. According to him, the role of the judiciary was critical to the success of the efforts of the various security arrangements put in place by NNPC, law enforcement agencies, and other stakeholders in the industry. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, for a 3-day official visit to honor the invitation of President Teodoro Mbasogo. The Gulfstream aircraft conveying Tinubu and his key aides touched down at the St. Isabel Airport, Malabo, at 7 minutes past 2 p.m. local time, where he was received by the Equatorial Guinean Prime Minister, Manuel Abote. During his visit, President Tinubu will meet with his Equatorial Guinean counterpart, Teodoro Mbasogo, at the presidential villa, where both leaders will hold talks and witness the signing of agreements, particularly on oil and gas, as well as security. This trip is President Tinubu's first official outing to the Central African country. And now to foreign news. The Russian government has announced that it is reintroducing a ban on petrol exports for another 6 months to maintain a stable situation on the domestic fuel market after major price hikes. The government said in a statement that it has brought in a restriction on exports of petrol from September 1 till 31st of December 2024. Revenues from oil and gas sales remain essential to Moscow as it gears its economy towards efforts to sustain the military offensive in Ukraine. The measure is intended to keep prices stable during a period of continued seasonal demand and planned repairs on oil refineries. In recent months, Ukrainian forces have targeted fuel depots with drone attacks, cutting off vital resources for Russia's forces. In our sports, the Irish government says it has granted an approval to develop a national cricket stadium. Its cricket chief executive, Warren Dutram, says planning and design will be completed by mid-2025, with the tender phase to follow for the National Cricket Stadium and High Performance Centre, which will be located in the National Sports Campus in Blanchardstown. Phase 1, which will include the delivery of a main cricket oval and permanent seating for 4,000 spectators, with space to accommodate additional temporary seating, is scheduled to be completed in 2028. Dutram states that the facilities will help in driving the sport forward and significantly assist players nationally and provincially to prepare, train, and perform better on the world stage. And that's all for the news at 6. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration generated 12,350 jobs and empowered 17,469 direct and indirect beneficiaries through the Lagos State Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Appeals? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. As part of efforts to cushion the effects of the economic hardship in the country, the Lagos State government has donated 20,000 bags of onjeko to religious organizations and groups across the state. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has withdrawn a counter-subversion bill and other related draft legislations following widespread public concern. We also told you that the Russian government has announced that it is reintroducing a ban on petrol exports for another 6 months to maintain a stable situation on the domestic fuel market after major price hikes. And in sports, the Irish government says it has granted an approval to develop a national cricket stadium. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewayo Idowolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.